Hi and welcome back to Olivia's Mindful Gardens and Plants. So today we're in the shed. It's been non-stop raining for a number of days now in London, and I have some dahlias which I started in a tray. So they were just single tubers in a tray, and I'm slowly running out of space, and I really need to get them into pots for the next stage before they go to their final positions in the garden. I am hoping, as I'm sure most of you are, that we have some warmer weather, because the dahlias do need to be outside in warm temperatures. So those of you who have joined me for my previous videos, I started off some tubers in a tray, and that was to see whether or not they were viable and to give me a little bit of a start. Rather than putting them in individual pots, I needed to know whether they were going to sprout and give me a beautiful flower. So out of the 8 that I planted, I have 5 here that have sprouted. So this tray is slowly running out of nutrients to support the size of the dahlia that I have here. I need to pinch these out again, just to make them a little bit more bushier, because they're all on a single stem. I may try and squeeze a couple in together, but then I run the risk of ending up with dahlias of a different colour in one pot, which really I don't mind. I don't care really where they are. I just enjoy dahlias, so I'm sure they'll be fine all mixed up together. So first of all, I have already prepared the compost. It's multi-purpose compost. I put a little bit of perlite in just for the drainage. So I have really lovely little tools here, which for those of you people that are kind of doing these little fiddly jobs with plants, I really recommend these tiny little trowels. So this is a normal size one, and there's a little small one, and they've got a very sharp edge on the side in case you needed to cut anything, and this one's very smooth and thin. Really good little tools that I use quite a lot when I'm doing little fiddly jobs. So I'll use the slightly bigger one, I think, for this one. So I will try my best to get everything in camera, but I do have a very small shed, so it might be a little bit difficult to show you what I am doing. Let me turn this one around. Oh. Start with a smaller one and work my way up to the larger one. So I will take this one out slowly, because it will have quite a lot of roots. Oh, there we are. Oh, there we are. So we have the root system that's coming out of the tuber, and then the growth at the end. Right, so I have prepared the soil. I'm just going to top it up a little bit more and place it in the corner. And then I think I will attempt to get a smaller one in here. And then when I've got all these out, we'll see what's left. I'm going to use my hands just to get deeper in. I'm glad I did, because I thought this particular one was growing in a different direction. So this is a good one to look at. You can see a little bit of the roots here, and then it's growing out of the tuber at the top. So I think I'll put this one in with this one, and then there is another small one here. With longer roots, tiny little growth there. I'll put that one in as well. Okay, so at this stage we can cover this up, but do leave the growth sticking out. But you can cover the tubers now, but the growing point really should be out proud of the soil line. Okay, just lift this up so you can see. There we are. So there are 3 in this pot, and I think they'll be okay for a couple of weeks in this pot. As I said, as the temperatures start increasing, I'm bringing them out now. I'll show you my other dahlias shortly, the ones that are already in their pots. They have grown so much, and I'll show you them in a little while. So let's do another. This larger one I think I will put in its own pot. It's quite big. Be interesting to see what the root system looks like. Wow. Okay, there we are. I'm sure, oh no, it is the root system to the whole of that bulb. So it's been crawling along the edge. So I will get as much of this in this pot. Oops. Now I've never started tubers like this before. I usually just put them all in larger pots and see what happens, but I think it's been quite useful to do it this way. It has saved me a lot of time and effort because some of these haven't taken. Okay, there we are. That's that one. Just move this over here. Move that one. Okay, I'll dig around I think with my fingers on the next one because it's already quite loose. There we are. That's the final one. Trying to be very careful. I'm going to snap it. As I said, I think I'll cut off the growing tip just to make them bushier. What's that one? Oh. So now they're in fresh compost. Which has some nutrients already in that compost. Hopefully it will start to increase in size. That one to the side. Okay, let's see what we've got left over here. Interestingly, when I prise this one, for example, out, it's got roots but nothing growing, and I can't see any eyes on here at all. So normally you would see a sort of a little eye or a little knob on one of the on the surface area of the tuber, and I can't see any, so I don't think this is going to give me anything. Again, this one, same thing. This is really long. What I might do is put some fresh compost. This one has gone really soft, so I know definitely that nothing will happen with that one. I may put some fresh compost in here and leave them for a while just to see whether or not anything would have come out if I had left it longer. But I'm going to leave them outside, and that's just because I really have no more room for this. So I'll do that shortly, and then I will show you the dahlias that I've had in the house for a number of weeks. I've given updates already on those, but they're starting to acclimatise now to the daytime temperatures, so they have been out during the daytime only at the moment. Okay, so these are the dahlias that I have had in the house. As you can see, they have grown tall, or this one certainly has, and it does have some buds at the end here already. I am thinking about whether or not to just trim that one down to try and get a bushier dahlia plant. Yeah, this one I have taken some cuttings from, and you can see where I cut here has given me some really good strong shoots from this plant. I will probably top these up with some more soil just to give them a bit more of a feed, because the compost has some feed already in there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video with me today. Please do subscribe so that you'll be notified of my next videos. Thank you so much for joining me today. Do take care now. Bye.